Kyle Kirkwood just captured the checkered flag here at the 2025 Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix Indycar race. Stay tuned for the highlights coming up next. It was an action-packed race on the streets of Detroit.
Let's welcome our race winner, Kyle Kirkwood! And here to present our first place trophy is Jim Campbell, General Motors Vice President of Performance Motorsports.
Kirkwood finished ahead of Santino Ferrucci by a margin of 3.59 seconds.
I mean, a huge day in general for Andretti Global and the 27 crew, you know. We've had a hell of a couple weeks, not going to lie. And, you know, this is an exclamation point on everything that we've done. You know, Andretti's phenomenal at street courses, and it's so good to capitalize on it. I felt pretty robbed of a couple wins here the past couple of years, where I felt like we definitely should have won, and we've had pace on everyone, and finally this year we were able to get it done. Not from lack of challenge either. You know, I had to pass some cars out there. I found myself in the fourth, fifth position, I think, a couple times, and had to claw my way back. So fortunately we had pace to do so, and hopefully, or fortunately, I made it stick. It was some low percentage moves, if I'm not going to lie, that I made. But you have to at street courses, right? Not any move you make is low percentage. So fortunately, they stuck, and we were able to come home with a win.
Spray the show!
Colton Herta started from the pole and ended up finishing in third place.
Yeah, very, very difficult track. Very difficult to get everything right today. You know, I think we ended up choosing the right strategy, and was happy with how we did everything with the tires. And yeah, our Gabertrano was fast, and yeah, wish we could get 2 more positions, but maybe in 2 weeks.
The biggest incident of the day happened on lap 72. That's when David Malukas tapped points leader Alex Palou's race car into the turn 1 wall, ending his day and any hope for a win in Detroit.
Honestly, I was just super thankful. I mean, just really congratulating the boys. I mean, all I did was push the pedals and turn the steering wheel. I mean, we weren't going to finish on the podium today without them and without their help. So, you know, like I said, it was more their podium finish than it is mine. So, you know, just congratulating them on an amazing job in pit lane, on the stand, and a lot of screaming, so it was pretty cool.
Kyle Kirkwood led the most laps during the race with 48, followed by Christian Rasmussen, who led 21 laps. Racing fans I spoke to said they had a great time at the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix and are looking forward to returning once more.
It was very exciting. You know, it was a clean race. There weren't too many mix-ups. The drivers, they drove a clean race, and I think everybody was fighting for that podium, and the true winner came out in the end, and Kirkwood did it. Detroit, you know, you got the river next door here, you got Canadian, Windsor next door, so it's a great venue to see the race, and just beautiful atmosphere, and I think it's a great spectator sport for the fans to come out and enjoy the races.
There were 11 lead changes and 19 caution laps in Sunday's IndyCar race.
For this one's for Colton, so yes. But same in mind, all Andretti drivers technically represented. Yes, we made sure to come for all 3 days for those signing sessions too. On Friday with the IndyCar drivers, I was in the line that had like Alex Palou and Colton. So just a whole chunk, because there's so many of them, so you can't go wrong with either of the 2 lines that we went through.
We weren't by a screen, so it was kind of hard to tell what was going on with the strategy, but it seemed like it was better than last year. Yeah, we got to meet him in our first race in his rookie year, so it's pretty cool to see him win and close the championship gap too.
Once again, Kyle Kirkwood is your winner here at the 2025 Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix Indycar Series race. Next up, the Indycar Series heads to Madison, Illinois on June 15th. Reporting from downtown Detroit, I'm Jason Rzucidlo for AmericaJR.com.